hello.
Good day.
About requests.
Here are my requests.
I created a thing that's level 38 or above, so it works. Marionette. Oh, we can now fuse Nibiros, the necromancer from hell. If I remember correctly, that's the creepy thing, right? Okay. We'll have to figure out these. I still haven't figured out this one. Never mind.
Very well.
Okay. And now we leave.
Oh.
Yep, we'll stop tonight, and then we'll go on in a different night. And then I have a thing of school to do, and then I'll stop there. I think that'll be good. There it is, the summer class. Summer school starts today. It's about time to leave.
Good morning.
There's a lot of students here taking summer school as well. Morning! Whew, it's already hot out at this hour. By the way, have you heard anything about the dates for the checkup? I think I did. I'm not sure.
What?
You don't sound very sure. Yours is on August 14th, Yuki-kun. Don't forget, okay? Anyways, it's seriously way too hot out here. Let's hurry and get inside. I want to be in a classroom with the air conditioning stat. I would agree. Alright, what's the class like? We done with class or no? It's just class. First day of summer school. Despite the summer heat, I managed to pay attention to the lecture. It would be hard to pay attention with pants. You know what? I think this is an automatic academics up too, so I shouldn't complain too much, but still, it sucks. Alright. Oh, no, wait. I didn't get my evening? Oh, no. I know it's hot, everyone, but let's try to focus and get through class. Focus, focus, hee hee. Still, who would have thought that people would actually attend this course over the summer? You're a curious lot. I'm not really sure what to make of that. Well, anyway, let's talk about something interesting today. All you future magicians will want to pay attention closely. Today's subject is tarot. That's right, the cards often used for fortune telling. Despite originating in the 15th century Europe as normal playing cards, tarot cards evolved into tools of divination. There are a variety of tarot decks, including Marcel and the Rider decks. But today, in honor of the great Crowley, we'll be using the Thoth deck.
So,
First, let's talk about the composition of the deck. The modern 78 tarot deck is divided into two parts. There are 22 major arcana, the face cards, and 56 minor arcana, or number cards. The minor arcana are also sometimes called pip cards. Major arcana feature a variety of illustrations on their faces, beginning with the Fool and ending with the Universe. They tell a story in numerical order that represents an individual's journey through life. Each major arcana represents a stage up on that journey, and each stage represents an event what the individual must experience to achieve their wholeness. That's kind of the connection with the game so far, because we've been doing journeys with people. You can't have a journey by yourself. You always go with people, and each person gives you a different experience based on their experience. They're all important, so let's take a look at each of the 22 cards one by one. First card is 0, numbered the Fool. Numbered 0 is the Fool. It represents the beginnings and suggests infinite possibilities. That's ours. In other words, the beginning of life. Next card is Magician, represents action and initiative, but also immaturity. The High Priestess represents contemplation and inner knowledge. The Empress represents both motherhood and maternal love, as well as one's vitality. The Emperor is an opposing card. It represents fatherhood, as well as leadership and decision-making skills. You can see that within the Student Council. The Hierophant represents a formality and knowledge. It's a symbol for religion. I wouldn't think of that as the bookworms, but those people are a formality. You usually respect your elders. And they're full of knowledge too. The Lovers represents choice. Here, the individual finally begins to develop a conscience. The Chariot represents the individual's victory, but only a momentary one. So we have momentary victories within our track beat. Justice is exactly what it sounds like, knowing what is right and what is wrong. That is what that girl, Chihiro, Chihiro is going through right and wrong a little bit, so we're kind of helping guide her a little bit. The hermit represents self-reflection. In other words, searching for answers deep within one's heart. So far she's getting away from it, but Maya is that person. Fortune represents fate. In the opportunities it brings. That would be the art guy, so I haven't know more about that yet. Strength represents both passion and self-control. It is depicted as power with reason. So we can see that with Yuko. Yuko is very passionate and she has a lot of self-control in making sure she doesn't let the anger get ahead of her on the girls that seem to spite her. The hangman reflects an individual's inability to take action. Well, a child kind of is still developing their inability to take action, but she is tied within a situation where her parents cannot really help her, so that makes sense. Spiritual death awaits the individual with the 13th card, which is aptly named Death. See? Spiritual death. Death is considered a transitional card. With death, the old ends and new begins.
All right.
Now let us find out what happens following the transition. Temperance is the balance of opposites. Opening one's eyes to the world allows for growth. So we've seen that with Bebe. He is balancing his struggles to be able to allow for growth of himself within different worlds than France. France is considered an old world compared to Japan to him. And then there is an encounter with the devil where one faces temptation. Already experienced that with Tanaka. He tempted us with stuff and we're still being tempted. He is our test for that, I guess. At the tower, the individual's values will start to collapse. It seems as if there was nothing to believe in. Then the individual then finds a glimmer of hope in the star, granting one peace and serenity. We met our star, but we don't know what our hope is, but he does seem to have a high hope. In turn, this makes one vulnerable to the moon's illusions, which gives way to fear and trepidation. So we have seen that a little bit with our friend Noizumi. He has a bit of fear and trepidation. He has an implied illusion that makes him bad, but we don't know what that is yet exactly. But the individual may be rewarded by the bright future of the sun, which signifies true achievement. We haven't met our sun yet, but I know that from when I played. I definitely see that from when I played Persona 3 Portable. Judgment awaits the individual at the journey's end when looking back on the path one has traveled. I can actually see. We don't have judgment yet, but seeing that with Sai being judgment, or in Persona 5, it actually kind of makes sense. Your journey has ended with your sort of like your true test of power when you're trying to go up against the judge and everything. You do look back at the travel and you tell her the whole thing like in the court and you play through it, and it's so cool when you do that. Kitty, I don't really want you under my desk. Thank you. The final card is Universe, which represents the individual reaching full awareness. And that's the growth of individuals explained by tarot cards. Perhaps this is all about taking life. All this talk about life doesn't hit home with the young folks just yet. Ehehehe.
Well then.
Well, now you can use all 78 cards to divine your feature in detail. But most people only use the 22 major arcana. Ha! That's kind of funny. Now you can notice that also there is one more thing he left out. He left out Aeon. Aeon is typically not a actual tarot card. It is one designed for both this game and Persona 4 Golden. We have not met our Aeon just yet, but they are kind of like the oddball, so to speak. Especially if you play Persona 4 Golden. First, you have to shuffle the cards. If a card is reversed, its meaning will change. Now, this is important, so pay attention. He goes on, and I managed to pay attention. Okay, are you done, or is this more? Is there more? Please let there be a break. Please let there be a break. Please let there be a break. Can I get a break, please? No! Alright, third day. We managed to take a picture. I thought he was going to talk about something, but I guess Mr. Edagawa's lecture is really great. I'm surprised I read through that. A little bit. Okay, Thursday. Give it up for Thursday. Another day, another summer school day. We paid attention. I really hate this. I'll be honest, because like, I had stuff planned out in mind, and now it is all ruined. I would have loved every evening to myself. Can't do now, though. It's half. The game had to speed it up somehow. Is this the last day of class? Almost had time. Oh, yeah, we also have the hospital after this. Alright, the 5th day. Oh, and he's here again.
Guess we'll get started.
Now let's begin. Yod, hey, vi, hey. How are you all handling the heat? I could brew you some of my special tea if you'd like. Now let's continue our special summer course, The Truth Behind Magic. I'll be talking about Kabbalah. I assume at least all of you heard about Kabbalah, yes? It is known as the mystical study of Hebrew scriptures, but as I mentioned before, it also has an impact on Western sorcery. It is also said that to learn the secrets of magic, you must first understand Kabbalah.
Okay, then.
So who has the idea that formed this incredible ideology known as Kabbalah? Well, according to legend, it was Moses. Yes, that Moses. The Moses who gave us the 10 Commandments and split the Red Sea. But in reality, it was formulated by a group of rabbis long, long ago. However, because it features such a complicated coded system, Kabbalah did not become known until the Western world until much later. Now, it is important to note that there are many different ancient methods of deciphering Kabbalah. For example, there is gematria, the interpretation of the text by replacing letters with the numbers they represent. Then there is Notarican, where you take a letter from each word to form another sentence or thought. There's also Temera, a method in which the letters of words are replaced, thereby giving the sentence a new meaning. All these different methods make it difficult to fully comprehend Kabbalah.
So, continuing on.
Now, one of the most important ideas of Kabbalah is the Tree of Life, comprised of the 10 Sephirot. Most illustrations depict it as a chart shaped like a tree. The 10 notes represented by the Sephirot and the 22 paths connecting them all come together to form a map of God's creation and the spiritual ascent of man. Where did we come from? Where are we going? These answers lie in the Sephirot. When you're training your magic, it's important to picture the Sephirot every so often. And when you're meditating, you should focus on Sephirot as well. This is going to be on the test, you know. They say knowledge is another form of magic, so study hard. If you find yourself struggling, well, you may wish to turn to Sephirot. By the way, did you notice that I said that there were 22 paths? Oh yeah, just like the Arcana. Yeah, that's right. The same number as the major Arcana I spoke of before. Now, continue on. According to Kabbalah, existence is broken up into 4 worlds. Oh yes, before I forget, I'll be giving a supplementary lessons at the nurse's office as of the second semester. I'm thinking of doing demonstrations with tarot cards.
As such.
But I won't have time for that during the lecture, so if you're interested, stop by after school. Okay, everyone is welcome. Cool. And he goes on and on and on and on. Another 2 points to academics. Much needed. Alright, and then we go to our checkup. What is going on in our checkup? Can I at least save at some point? Oh,
Thanks for being so patient. That just about concludes your checkup.
okay.
Sorry yours ended up taking so much longer than everyone else's.
Yeah, what happened? That's alright, I guess. I'll have to be patient.
Oh, I'm glad to hear you say that. Although we could have done it another time and taken a full day for it.
Oh,
Your persona abilities are rather unusual compared to the others, aren't they? That's why we had to run so many more tests on you. Well, based on how you've performed so far, I don't expect there to be any problems. Persona abilities can be dangerous, depending on how they're used. With that in mind, it can't hurt to err on the side of caution. How are you feeling about it? Do you have any concerns about your power?
No, not really. Although, well, no, there is one concern. At the beginning of the game, we managed to bring out a different persona that was different from Orpheus. What was that about?
That's understandable. But I don't think there will be any issues with your test results. And based on what I'm hearing from Kirijo-kun's reports, you've been performing just fine. I truly am grateful for everything the team has done, especially you. Things have really changed for the better since you arrived. Our team has grown, and we've even figured out how we can eliminate the dark hour. In a way, you've sort of gotten the clock ticking for us again. It's almost as if we were just waiting for you these past 10 years. I'm afraid I can only support you from behind the scenes. But I'll be counting on you to eliminate the 4 remaining shadows. Now then, it's getting pretty late. Why don't we get you back to the door? Oops, excuse me for a second. Hello? Oh, thanks for your help the other day. Uh-huh. Yes. It's missing from that document? It's urgent? Wait, but by today?
Looks like he received an urgent phone call. I should head back to the dorm alone. Now do I get to save?
Iwatodai. This is the final train bound for Tatsumi Port Island. Please board before the scheduled departure time.
Wait, did we make it through the thing in time before dark hour? Uh-oh.
Oh, it looks like you're at Iwatodai Station now. It's so late. We were starting to get worried. Did you run into any trouble?
It took a while. The checkup did.
Oh, I see. I hope everything's alright. I'll let Kirijo-senpai know. We're in the command room right now. I'll go ahead and navigate you back to the dorm. I'm sure you'll be fine, but considering what happened with Koro-chan, I'd rather play it safe.
Thanks.
Wait, I can sense a shadow, and it's really close to you. It's over at the Moonlight Bridge. It's too dangerous to go alone. You should stay put until everyone else gets there. Oh no! There's another reading near the shadow! It's a person!
I can buy some time.
Oh, wait!
Oh, what the heck?
Oh my. And what have we here?
It reminds me of that thing that's really weird in Persona 5 that you could build way late in the game.
So much power, so much chaos. I'd not be foolish enough to turn my back on such a predator. And on top of that, we have an unexpected guest tonight. Not a very favorable situation, all things considered. So, given this little predicament, how do you intend to partake?
I mean, I was thinking somebody was in trouble and needed help. I didn't expect you. I think I will help this guy. Well, I'll continue helping this guy. I might have to split it into 2 parts here. But, okay. Yeah, I'm here to help you. Even though you're the bad guy, technically. You can't just die. You have to face justice some other way, in my opinion, so I'll help.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend, is it? Sound reasoning.
Do we actually get to fight with this guy? This is so new to me.
What a hapless night, is it not? Well then, shall we begin?
Okay. Debilitate. Well, that's gonna be bad. Lowered all of our stuff on us. Good thing I built something recently strong. Oh, he's not really in our party. He's not gonna act with us. Like, I could check him out. That's unfortunate. Okay. Well, that didn't work.
So that's your strategy.
I just like to hit it with whatever I got.
You make a good target.
Ow. That didn't work at first, so let's see. Oh, that's okay.
I'm impressed. It's tougher than it looks.
He's just gonna keep shooting it? He is. Okay. Am I resistant to that? I might want to change it to something that's resistant also. Oh no, wait, we don't have Fuka, so we can't look at that. I made this one. This lady is so cool. Okay, definitely don't switch to that. I can switch to these if I need to feel the need to be blocking, but I think I'm fine. Okay. We can try fire, so I'm willing to try fire. So let's do this. And I'm fine if it hits me with curse, I guess. So I should be fine. Oh no, fire did not work.
That was quite the spectacle. But it's time to end this. Can you dodge this? As a reward for your efforts, let me show you my power. Come! Persona!
Megidola. Oh, he's in pain when he summons whatever that is.
The finale was surprisingly unsatisfying, wasn't it?
I guess. Wow, he was in pain. He had a headache. The defeated shadows dropped something. What is that?
Your persona ability is truly fascinating.
Okay, now this man has 2 guns. We gotta keep that in mind.
It's different from the one I saw the last time, isn't it? So, you can choose from multiple personas to fit the situation. You must be burdened with an extremely unusual fate. It seems your friend has arrived. Then I suppose I'll have to be on my way for tonight. What is your name?
I guess I could give you my name. It's fine.
I'll see to it that I remember. Enemies though we may be, I'm not one for leaving a debt unsettled.
Oh, nice.
I shall have to repay you another time.
I earned something good, maybe. You better give me something good, Jesus.
Are you all right?
Yes?
Did you already defeat the shadow? Good work, but that was an unnecessary risk you took.
I had help.
You can fill me in on the way back. In any case, I'm glad you're okay.
I explained what happened on our way back to the dorm. And shouldn't we have waited until we got into the command room or something? Oh, I bet we have school again. Dang it, I can't save!
Yes.
Oh, there you are. You had a long night, huh? On that note, let's not go to Tartarus tonight. Got it. I could do that.
I'm sorry.
Thanks. I'd like to look into Strega with the chairman's help. If I find out anything, I'll let you know. Also, I understand your circumstances last night, but try to avoid staying out late from now on. Dang it, that means I can't go talk to Tanaka. Alright, last day of summer school. Thank God, I did not like this idea at all. It took away most of my time. Oh my gosh. And it didn't even give me an academics level up. Dang it. That was so much. Hey, we got a package that we missed on Tuesday. It's our sodas. So many drinks. That box must be very heavy. At least summer school's over now, but don't you feel like we kind of wasted our summer vacation? I'll have to make a bunch of plans to make up for it. I wonder if anything's going on soon.
I have a suggestion.
I am currently aware of a summer festival tomorrow and a film festival the following day.
Oh,
Oh, that's right. Wait, Igus, are you thinking about going to the festivals?
yes.
Indeed. My data indicates that the festivals and other events of sort offer unique experiences. So, for investigative purposes, I shall plan to infiltrate such a shindig.
Yeah.
Aha. Well, try not to stand out too much. Okay. And it looks like Koromaru wants a walk and whatnot. We could give him a walk. Alright. But that'll have to happen in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys then.